So there was a post on the timeline that I put in the jumbo. There was a date between a man and a woman. They went and sat down. She ordered a steak. And based on, I don't know if this is her picture or not, but I would be disgusted if I took a woman out and she was eating like this. But based on the text message thread, the man said she didn't know how to eat a steak, and so he was turned off, and he eventually left, and left her to pay her own tab. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I do want to hear from y'all as far as etiquette as an adult, right? How would you feel if you went out with somebody and they was eating like this, right? Is there a level of you should know how to do this already, especially the older we get? Or
Date over.
like she said that he should have been a real man and taught her how to eat a steak on their first date. So
What the
I
fuck?
want to know how y'all felt about that. Let's go to Scully, and then we got Duchess and Randy.
I thought the gaslighting was hilarious, son. Like she said, you a man. And then she doubled down, but she said, you a man and you should have taught me how to eat steak. Well, why you order the steak if you don't know how to eat it? Like we all, at your big ass age, somebody got to sit down and show you how to eat a steak. If you don't know how to eat the steak, do not order it. Just like I told my kid, we went to a restaurant and she ordered that big ass hamburger and she tried to chomp it down and I said, Shorty, cut that hamburger in half. We in public. We not at the crib. You got the ketchup all over your face and shit. You got me looking like a dun dun. Uh, listen, he shouldn't have left the date, but at the same time, everybody's got their own thresholds. Clearly she
Now,
was
I would have never called it back, but leaving the
I
date,
would have never called it back.
nasty.
I wouldn't have left today because how Shorty gonna get home? Like you took Shorty out the crib. You're low key responsible for her safety until she get back in the door and she cut that living room light on and you see her give you the wave through the blinds. Like you're responsible for her well being. At least that's my belief. So I think that was foul, but at the same time, everybody's got their own thresholds. She clearly just wanted a meal from a nigga that she been dubbing her inbox for a very long time, and her behavior showed that.
Pixie, if you are up here, it says you're a
Oh, so
listener. Hold on, DB.
but
Hold on. If you up here, it says you're a listener, so drop down and then come back up. Because I don't know if you can talk or not.
yeah, Scully,
But
I left a bitch right at Ruth Chris. Nigga.
you keep
Why
breaking
you
up.
leave her? Why you leave her?
That's nasty, DB.
She ordered a well done steak.
No. It was an etiquette, and she was on her phone, and I'm like, I'm not answering her emails or doing my sports shit because I'm invested in sports, so I value your time. So just like mine, you're gonna value my time as well. And she said I could multitask, and I said, oh okay.
She didn't even know you was gone. She was on her phone.
I was out
Nasty,
of there. I
DB.
don't even know
But
what she
before
was
we
thinking
get to
about.
Randy, though, I want to hear Lavita and how Lavita feels about this, because she had a little ad lib when I was introducing the topic. How you feel about this, Lavita?
Date over. Date over. I don't think the date is the time. Specifically, let's just say that this is a first date, right? Maybe we talked on the phone a couple of
You sound a
times.
little muffled, Lavita.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let's just say this is the first date. Maybe we talked on the phone a couple of times. I'm not, first of all, if we're going to actually talk etiquette, she shouldn't have ordered the steak on the first date. Sorry, ladies, if we're talking etiquette, right? And while I might not have been a debutante, I not only took etiquette classes, but I also taught them. And you should be mindful in the terms of etiquette what you order at what time. So if you're on a business luncheon and or dinner, you're probably not going to order the spaghetti, right? You're probably not going to order the chicken nuggets. If you're on a first date, you probably shouldn't order the big filet mignon. You probably shouldn't. Maybe go for something a little cleaner, something more easily digestible, something that doesn't maybe require so many chews. if we're talking etiquette. Now, beyond that, he's not responsible to teach you anything, Miss Honey. You got to come with your own kit of parts. You're a grown person. If you don't know how to do it by now, the date is not the time to figure it out and or learn.
I agree with that. Go ahead.
Was there anything you disagree with what I said, Lobita? 'Cause I thought I might have said anything. I just questioned.
You mean when you left that girl at Ruth Chris? You mean that?
Now, before that, before I was saying, like, see, but yeah, I left her at Ruth Chris because she was disrespectful for my time. I don't give a fuck who you is.
Now, was that the
You could have
first
been
time
Jesus.
she
I would
ever?
have
And
left.
I don't want to censor you in the middle of things of that nature. But
Thank you.
was that the first time that she ever
What a
showed
bar.
you? Is
That was a
was that the
bar.
first time that she ever showed you that she was rude?
That was yeah, it was our first link up type shit. Yeah,
That was the first link up.
yeah.
Well, here's my advice to you. Maybe next time before you do such a in-depth style link up for the first time, maybe you do something that allows for a little bit more movability. Maybe a shorter date for the first link so that if you encounter rudeness, you're not leaving her in the middle of Ruth Chris.
She was at a restaurant in a public setting. What am I? What do you
Hold
mean?
on.
I'm
Don't
confused.
leave her. That's what she's saying. Do
Well,
something more,
I didn't
I'm
leave her.
saying what
more
She
specific.
didn't come with
Hold on.
me. I met her like I met her there. Jesus. All right.
Let's get to, because we got folks. We got to get them in and out. Also, I just wanted to add context that this lady is almost 40 years old. That's what he said in the text message. So being almost 40
oh,
and going on a date,
she might need to be nominated for the
Yeah, she was
nasty
like 33
individual
years old, by the
list.
way, Lavita. That
She a
girl.
nasty individual for that one. I'm
nasty,
sorry.
disgusting. I
Yeah.
wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
The gaslighting was top tier though. I'm not gonna lie. I never seen nothing like it. Go ahead, Randy, Duchess, then Pixie.
Hey man, there was a quote that said like, if you use a steak, soda and nuggets, fuck it, bro. Your ass used to soda and like on some real shit. Like, I think at this point, I think that he just added context to that shit. I ain't know she was 40. I ain't know she was like almost that goddamn age. On some real shit, like it might be a status quo. It might be like where y'all like, you know what I'm saying? A while back they came out with a whole list of like where we can't take y'all. We can't take y'all to like Cheesecake Factory. We can't take y'all to Applebee's and shit. Nigga, the whole time you ain't ready for no roof Chris. You ain't ready for that like that shit, bro. Look at that picture. That girl bit that steak. She ain't really fully cut it. She picked that motherfucker with her jaw. What you doing, Shawty? Like, I ain't gonna hold you. I had a situation like this too, but like it wasn't that extreme. Like, she picked the steak up with her nails and she bit that motherfucker, bro. And I was disgusted. Like, what the fuck is you doing, Shawty? Like, I like at some point, women gotta understand, like, you can't be embarrassing. Like, and I don't want to sit there and pursue the shit after that shit, bro. If you embarrassing me, like, I can't take you out nowhere. Like, and yeah, cool. I could teach you how to do that shit, but don't, if you don't know no better, just say you don't know no better.
Nah,
And
first
we can
date is
go from there.
not the time. That's not
Type
that
shit.
should be that's reserved for like, okay, I'm rocking with you. Let me help you out. But first date, you picking food up with your hand, or you scooping food into your mouth, or you you got a steak like you got like fam, no. This
But she like a Rottweiler in that picture, but she
yeah,
crazy as fuck.
this ain't the one. I ain't gonna lie. Go ahead, Duchess, then Pixie.
Oh, Big T Hole was sending me. But something Lavita had said too, like that's not the time to even be buying that. That was like a first date. I'm talking, keep it cute, some sushi or something. But the only thing I have a problem with is I wouldn't have left her with the tab. I'm not a man, but for me. And then secondly, if that was a man, oh man, she wouldn't be getting as much grace. Like we talking about, look at this behemoth eating like that, So to an extent, I feel like this is fair to call her out, but I just wouldn't have left her with the tab like that. But that's just me. Um, I wouldn't even be eating steak on a date. But again, that's just me.
Hey, real quick, I want to say one last thing, cause like I feel like y'all like giving like what's her name, DB, Mr. Mayton. I think y'all giving him
Yeah.
too much like flack on that shit, cause like everybody ain't like us, right? Cause like there are niggas like who will sit there and leave your ass with that shit, bro. If you like doing some crazy ass shit, and he will leave you. Like there's niggas out here who will
Yeah,
do
I
that
would have
shit.
left this
That's
bitch
what I'm saying,
easy.
bro. Like, so
I
we
would have
can't act
left
like
her there.
we can't act like he being extreme.
I got other shit to do
Like we
and
ain't.
better women to deal
That's what
with.
I'm saying. We ain't act like he being extreme, but like nigga, there are niggas who ain't going for this shit, bro, at all. Like I could tolerate this shit. I would still pay for that tab. I would still, you know what I'm saying, take it back home, nigga.
Yeah,
A nigga may
and a brother like you got more grace than me.
tight
So
shit, gang,
congratulations
tight
to that
shit.
lady.
Okay. I get you,
Go ahead.
but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Pixie.
So this is why for me exactly, like in first dates, or just in general in dates, I ask a lot of who, what, when, where questions, just because I have the type of thing like
Oh, you testing niggas.
like I have a who, what, when, where question, because if you're gonna take me out to somewhere, I want to be able to look a certain kind of way. I want to be able to dress a certain kind of way. I want to know if we're gonna do something afterwards. I want to be able to eat something that's pretty light, whatever the case is, right? You know, if it's a little bit more casual, then I'm going to eat something. I'm probably not going to order the steak. I'm probably going to order something else. You know what I'm saying?
The
But,
fish.
but Lavita had a good point that, you just eat something lighter, you eat, whatever. But if you're going to go ahead and eat steak like that, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
She didn't even cut through the whole, but she didn't even cut through the whole
No, she
steak,
she
bro.
she didn't even cut her steak. You cut it as you go. Like obviously it's obvious ridiculously. It's pretty ridiculous. Now, I wouldn't go ahead if I was a man. I wouldn't stick her, just go ahead and up and leave and stick her over the bill because to Akuma's point, with my standards, right? Like I don't go ahead and diminish my standards or my morals for somebody's lack thereof. So I'm the type of person that I'm like, all right, this person obviously doesn't know how to act, but I committed. I'm going to fulfill my commitment, and then we're never speaking again.
At the fuck all. At the fuck
Yeah,
Like,
I
all.
think
you
that's
know,
the most important thing for me. One, because that is somebody else's child, right? And so to Scully's point of the responsibility, I think I would feel a level of responsibility because yeah, she on her phone or she acting crazy, but at the end of the day, it's a couple hours that I had allotted anyway. And so if it's not like ridiculous, that is somebody else's child. Right. And so
That's
making sure
ridiculous
that you
though.
see
That's
them back and
ridiculous.
so that it's off your hands. So if something happened, I ain't got nobody trying to find me and hit me up. Where did you last see her? Like that's what be going through my mind. So let me go ahead and hurry up and get you back to where you at because I'm finished with you.
Hey,
That's
hey,
why I
hey,
would
hey,
do
hey,
it.
right.
Rashad though, like if that girl bit that steak and lifted that motherfucker off the plate and try to bite this shit still,
hmm
what we doing?
I was
Like,
gonna
like,
say,
Shorty
I
was
was gonna
Like a
say
growling.
pit
this.
bull.
Shorty was growling when she had the steak in her mouth.
I
She
was
was
gonna say
growling.
this, like, on top of that, I don't know. I'm the type of person that look at me crazy, but if I order like an 8 ounce kind of like burger, I'm eating it with a fork and knife. People look at me crazy when I do that, but it's like I don't like getting my hands dirty. My manicure costs too much, or my nails cost too much. Why am I gonna go ahead and do all that? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, I'm just that kind of person. I really like to eat a certain kind of way. That's why, again, I ask who, what, when, where, because you got to know where you're at. You got to
Yeah,
ask
hey,
for,
priest,
I think this is
hey,
more like
ask
a
priest,
first
accordingly.
date
priest, I ain't
thing.
gonna lie to you, bro. Like when I say I had the similar experience, bro. Like I went on a date with a girl, right? And when I tell you, bro, like I never knew because like I assume that women know how to eat like food on some shit, right? Back though, I invited her to a steakhouse. We went to the steakhouse, cool. Like, bruh, she grabbed that motherfucker she grabbed the whole T-bone steak with her hand and she bit that motherfucker like I'm talking with her nails, bruh. And like, it went like that. It went like she didn't lift it off the plate, but she like had that hell in her hands, in her nails, bro. Like that shit look crazy as fuck, bro. So I don't know. I think that like y'all need home training, bro. Like revert back to your home training.
So one thing that I do also do is judge you based on the temperature of your steak. So if you getting well done and you shaking the table trying to tuck that, hey
Mm.
fam, listen, you might
Mm.
not be the one for me.
Yeah,
I'm not
well,
gonna
bro,
lie, that's
you
something
want
that I
fajita
definitely pay
meat?
attention to.
That's worse than biting your steak like DMX at the table, ordering that bitch
Bruh,
well done.
Growling and shit.
looking at
Get at me, dog.
That's
Yo,
something that I
bruh,
do
no
pay
funny.
attention to. I don't know. Or like the sushi conversation. We like, oh, sushi, raw fish. Like, I kind of like
Hey, hey,
raised
hey,
my
hey, hey,
eyebrow. Like, all
hey,
right,
hey, Rashad, hey,
go ahead, Randy.
real quick. So, like, what's like the best temperature steak in your opinion? I'm gonna say medium
I
rare.
go
Medium
medium
rare every
rare.
day.
I go medium rare.
Every day. Oh God.
Yeah.
Medium rare, but it depends on the cut of steak, to be fair.
The the
What could it
older
say?
I get, the more rare that I like my steak. I'm not gonna lie. It's, I don't know why, but it's been going down in temperature, um, throughout the years. But I wouldn't like. It's not like a deal breaker. Like, oh my God, she got a well done steak. But yeah, it is
Speak
something
for
that I
yourself,
did pay
Rashad.
attention to.
Am I wrong? Okay, hold on a
I got
second.
scalded for when I said I don't date women that like order burgers for dates,
Well,
especially in club places.
but
And I also go ahead. I'm sorry,
I
P. I
was
think
I,
I
I
cut
was
you
just
out,
gonna go.
baby.
No,
Go ahead.
you're good. Like all I was gonna say, like you're not wrong for that. Like I'm sorry. That's why I said I need
Oh
to
no,
know
we
where we're
had like
going.
a 10-hour space about this. It's trust people hated my perspective.
Yeah, no, like that's why I'm like, am I don't, and hopefully I don't get killed for this, but I judge a man specifically, because of how he speaks to the waiter, what he orders. If he tells me that he doesn't eat something, it tells me that we don't need to be sitting here because I like nice, cuisine. I like to do, I live in New York, so I like to do, restaurant week. I like to go to Zagat, lines, like kind of like things. I'm a big foodie. Like I started going out. My first dates, like my first real dates, I feel like at the age of 18, 19, were like restaurants and were nice restaurants. So it's like, that's where I started. I'm sorry, I can't.
I
You
agree
can't
with
tell
you,
me
Taste
to
of
eat the
DB,
nuggets.
Chicago
with
next
the
week. Anybody in Chicago?
I agree with you with the burgers, the chicken tenders, the burgers, the sliders, the
But the premise was mine was that we was at a club restaurant. You know, SDK got burgers on their menu. But bitch, you're not gonna order no fucking burger when you with me. I will leave.
Right, right. It's different. Like if we're
There's no
like
ifs, ands, or buts about it.
bowling, you know what I mean? Like, we're bowling, like
Right, we're
that's
bowling.
different.
I know some burger spots. You want to go get some burgers? All right, cool. We can put on something decent and go to get some fucking burgers. But we're not going to
so is that a
STK
deal breaker for you,
or
DB?
something like that. That's a fucking deal breaker.
Oh,
Yes,
Easy said I might as
Yeah,
well
I'm not
eat the
gonna
steak
lie.
raw.
100%.
Hey man, listen. Hey, it's getting to that it's getting to that place. Nice little seared on the outside, nice little crust. It's getting to that place, oh Easy. I'm not gonna hold you. Especially I just noticed it the older that I get, it just the quality is better in my opinion. But definitely don't be ordering no goddamn uh uh well done. That is like where
Oh,
you
And
from?
and I
don't be
have
getting
and I have a
Heinz and
PSA. Hold on
A1
a
sauce
second.
either. That's also going
Oh
to get you
yeah,
kicked from the
terrible.
table.
I have one PSA. Please, for the love of God, on a first date, do not do the seafood boil. What are y'all on? Why do you do that on a seafood boil on the first date? Stop it.
What's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, a seafood boil is incredibly messy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's
that's
what
good.
Levita was speaking to as knowing what to pick and when to pick. Now, when you locked in with your
Exactly.
joint, then it don't
Oh,
matter.
that's
But
different.
first date,
Yeah. Yeah, not a first date.
I wanted to hear from a lot of other women that disagree with the topics today. Where are you women at?
They
Like,
don't
what the
exist. That's what I've
fuck?
They
been trying to tell y'all. You're lying on
they
the
in
That's
church.
ladies.
crazy.
They in church. They in church. No, because Shorty had some friends that was just like, yeah, a man should teach you things because that's what a man is supposed to do. Like
No.
she had the troops. She had the Alfredo warriors in arms with her when she made her little post.